Hi, I'm Scotty Ogden, and I'd like to share some of my key elements on my journey to becoming a contractor. So, first of all, if you want to be a contractor and you want to build houses or you want to be a carpenter, whatever you want to do in life, you got to have a passion for it. I was 11 years old when I decided I wanted to be a home builder. And since I was 11, I built skateboard ramps. I've worked as a framer. I've worked for plumbers. I worked for drywallers. I worked for a lumber yard. Any job I ever had, I made sure that I stayed in the construction industry because I wanted to learn so that one day I could build a home. Number two is don't underestimate the power of education. Now, if you're thinking, oh, anyone can become a home builder. Well, yeah, probably anyone could, but trial and error, yes. But you need to educate yourself. You need to go take some courses at BCIT or take some courses through Canadian Home Builders Association. For me, what I did is I started in construction 10. I took construction 10, took construction 11, took construction 12. Then I went to BCIT for the first year of education. And then you always got to be learning. You got to ask questions like at lunchtime instead of talking about the weather and talking about um, what you did on the weekend. Ask your boss, why do we do it like this? Or how do we make this faster? You're continually educating yourself. You're learning. You're asking the plumber, like, how does this drain work? And how does this vent work? And what's our distances between this point and this point? And how do you get your education? Or ask the heating guy, like, how do you know how to heat this space? Do you have to have a certain air balance? What do you need to do? If anyone wants to become a home builder, you're going to need either work experience with a builder that's going to mentor you through the program, or you're going to need to go and take some courses through Canadian Home Builders Association. So I took a number of courses like building science, BC building code, project management, etc., etc., etc. I think there's about 8 main courses that you can take to become a builder. Get out there and find someone to work for. Find someone that can show you why you do the things you do. Some people don't understand, well, why do we put poly on the wall? That's just going to create like an air barrier, and now it's going to rot behind it. Well, there's a science behind it. In order to understand the science, you need to take building science. You need to ask a builder, ask a framer, ask someone that's in the industry why things are done the way they're done. And then that leads me to my next point here, number 4, is you really need a mentor. Who in your life is doing what you want to do? Who's a builder that you like? And I don't mean a builder that's making lots of money, because that's not what it's all about. Like I said, passion first. So who in your life is doing what you want to do? Who in your life is building the type of houses, the dream homes that you want to do? And I mean someone that's like fun loving, someone that looks after their staff, someone that looks after their customers, and people that have repeat business. You want to have a strong mentor that you can look up to. It's important. You have to learn to take risks. Point number 5, you got to take risks. Without uncertainty in your life, you're never going to venture out and try something on your own. Going to a job on a 9 to 5 basis or a 7 to 3:30 basis, working for the same guy, doing as you're told, that's really, really certain. You know what's going to happen for the day, but you're only going to get to that level. If you want to venture out and build a house, you're going to have to take some risks. You're going to have to take some financial risks. You're going to have to take some personal risks. You're going to have to take some risks in your education. You got to go out and take that risk. Now, there's ways that you can minimize your risk assessment by, like I said, like doing education and having work experience and having a mentor that can mentor you through things. But you got to step out of that comfort zone, and you got to take some risks. And lastly, I want to talk about a growth mindset. If you've got a fixed mindset where you have a limited ability to think, this is the most I can do, then you're only going to grow to that ability. But if you have a growth mindset, thinking that, if I can get to here, then I can get to here, and then I can get to here, and it allows you to grow in the company. Now, when I started in construction, like I had mentioned before, I started in grade 12, learning how to build the basics of it. Then I went to BCIT. Then I worked for a guy named John DeWolf in the framing industry, and I decided to learn from him. So I allowed my mindset to grow and learn. Then as I grew, I decided, let's go start my own framing company. So I had this growth mindset. Well, now I have 2 guys working for me. Then I had 3 guys working for me. Then I had 4 guys working for me. Then I said, oh my gosh, I got so much work coming. Let's split the crews up. I'll manage both crews. And eventually in 2017, I became a general contractor. So I kept the framing crews and I started working for homeowners, building accessory buildings, large scale renovations, restaurants, etc., etc. And that allowed me to grow. That was my growth mindset. You have like a limited belief. If you believe you can only get to here, you're only going to get to here. And if you have an unlimited belief that you can go higher and you can excel higher, this will take you further places in life. I've been where you have been. I've been I've been the lowest guy on the totem pole. I've been the guy packing all the lumber, digging all the holes. I've been there. I know what that's like. My back hurts. My muscles got huge. I got a big suntan and I was sweating. I was working for $11.95 an hour. It wasn't much money. So I've been where you've been. Then I became a framer and I've been where you were. And if you're in a framing company right now and you think, man, I want to go out and do my own framing company. Well, you can. You definitely can. And I can show you how to do that. It's would be my greatest pleasure to show you how to venture off from your boss, start your own crew, keep your legal part of the business going, build relationships, get more jobs, maintain your contracts, maintain your integrity, keep your staff, and so on and so on. I've been there before. I've done that. I've done 20 years of running my own framing crew. I've been in the industry for 30 years. I would love to pass on my knowledge to you. Give me a shot and let's talk.